Hello, and this is Masamushia from Percolation Gaming, and today we are going to be checking out a free-to-play game on Steam called Super Crate Box. Now this game is definitely interesting, and it's available on virtually all platforms, including mobile platforms. It's a really fun game that's really fitting for sites like Newgrounds, but it's free to play on PC, Mac, and I think even Linux, so it's pretty okay. There aren't too many options, and it isn't really too developed for PC at all. It's incredibly basic. Now this game was developed by Vlamber, who also made Serious Sam Random Encounters, so that may be good news for you, or you may just be disgusted and have a bad taste in your mouth now. Now the objective is for this little white panda thing. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a wart, really. And we are to collect boxes. What are in these boxes, or why we even want the boxes, I'm not sure. But we need these boxes. They are our life. Every time you collect a box, you get a different weapon. You've seen quite a few already. Miniguns, revolvers, flamethrowers, mines, little disc guns that ricochet off walls and even kill you. Now every time one of these green dudes go down into the fire, it's bad news bears from there. Things get a little too real and out of hand. They turn into these red beasts that just go crazy. Now whenever you get hit by anything in this game, you are dead. But it doesn't really matter if you die. There are no real checkpoints or levels for that matter. It's just kind of different layouts. Different music in some instances as well, but overall it's the same gameplay. Now there you saw our little nerd rage green guy. He was mad. But it's okay, we have guns to kill virtually everything and commit genocide against these green guys. Now unfortunately even white specks have appeared as well. They look kind of similar to me, but still. We are extremely prejudiced in this matter, and we destroy everything in sight. Now after you collect enough boxes, you unlock different things. There are, I believe, 500 weapon unlocks and costume unlocks. So every time you collect some crates, it goes towards this little total crates collected kind of deal. You get new weapons or costumes, harder versions for the levels. Now it may look really repetitive and kind of dull, but I assure you, it is not. It's free. Give it a chance. You will love it. I only recorded like 20 minutes of footage for this thing, but I ended up paying for hours and hours and hours and hours. It's kind of ridiculous, if we're being quite honest. It's actually pretty good for a mobile game as well. This is definitely something I could just play while waiting in a receptionist's office or something for doctor or what have you. But once you kind of get past the unlocking phase, there isn't really a lot to do. It's a game that you want to play in small spurts, not for like 6 hours at a time every day. There are no endings, there is no story, it's just gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. Shoot everything, quick. Dodge. Shoot more things. And the dual pistols suck, by the way. That's putting it lightly. We're on a roll here, but I'm sure this roll is not going to last. I'm probably going to die to something idiotic, be it my own hand, or I just get stepped on by a little green guy. Who knows? I believe it is 40 crates to unlock a new level, and then like every 20 crates or so you get a new costume or weapon, and it kind of just rotates from there. 20 weapon, 20 costume, etc. There are only 3 levels, and as I said before, they really aren't that different. It's just kind of a different layout, and in one instance, a different kind of music for the layout as well. Here we got new weapons, got new skins, and the hard mode. Though why that's called SFMT mode. Though I really couldn't tell you what it means. Maybe it's like Superfly Mutant Turtles or something. Now there's also an official, whatever that means, so maybe there's a way to unlock like custom maps or something like that. Not unlock, but rather download custom maps from a third-party site or something like that. I don't know. Steam games are known for being quite moddable to some extent, so perhaps that is a thing. Or maybe it's just lazy developing. I really couldn't tell you. Gosh, do I hate that laser rifle so bad. It is terrible. That little charge up thing it has, you can ram at your enemies like a bayonet or something. Reenact some old wars, but it's just that charge up period that sucks. When you could just get like a revolver or something like that and pretty much finish the job in, oh, I don't know, 1/4 the time. I would have to say out of all the weapons, the katana is my favorite. It's just a blast to play with, and probably the revolver as well. Though the minigun is pretty interesting. It fires so fast and sporadically that you can actually fly with it. You jump into the air and it just pushes you into the wall. It's pretty funny. Shotgun's really good too. We should have enough crates to unlock our last little level here. They kind of look like head crabs. Especially when they get all large and red and angry. It's like a Clifford on steroids or something. I'm not even sure. The disc gun makes me cry though. I end up just running into it and killing myself pretty often. Now there's one thing that I didn't discuss yet, and that's that you pretty much want to play this with the controller. I tried with the keyboard for a little bit, but it was pretty awkward. So there is an option that you can just set it to the controller and it makes it a lot easier. I mean, these kind of games are just kind of meant for controllers, you know? It just feels easier on the hands. No one wants repetitive stress injuries. They're no fun. Oh, nice slash. Yeah, I can see what you were going for. Way to have some depth perception issues right there. I mean, jeez. The mines would be pretty awesome if you could lay them down just a little bit faster. But you can't. So, oh well. What can you do, I guess, yeah? I'm doing terrible this time. But it's okay, we can check out the next level, which is probably, I'm gonna have to say, my favorite. I mean, just listen to the music, it reminds you of, like, Blaster Master or Gunstar Heroes or something. I'm not even sure. Pretty amazing stuff, in my opinion. I think this was, like, the longest level I played on, just because it appealed to my rose-tinted nostalgia glasses. Soundtrack is pretty good for this game. Outside of its repetitive nature, there's a nice little loop factor to it. It's rather seamless, though I'm sure the clip itself is only about 30 seconds, maybe. Probably closer to 20. But hey, that's like platforming in a nutshell. Repetitive 16-bit looped music. Makes people happy, and I'm definitely one of those people. So if you like Binding of Isaac just for like the whole collector's sense, then this should definitely be right up your alley. Just something to play on a very casual basis, but once you're done with it, you're pretty much done for it. I mean, I don't see myself playing this too often, if we're gonna be honest. I've unlocked quite a few things, and I felt like they're all to see, really. There are kind of a shortage of levels, which is a shame. I would like to see a few more, but not only just levels, but I mean enemies too would be pretty nice. They're kind of bland. Now watch me miss with the shotgun. A weapon with spread fire I miss constantly on. I mean, if that's not talent, I don't know what is. This one's a little harder though, because if you're jumping from the bottom to another section of the bottom, it's so easy to just fall into the fire. Now in this particular instance, you would think that the flamethrower would do nothing, since you're kind of burning them with fire. Yet, they're falling into fire to get stronger. So you think the flamethrower would be pretty useless. The other ones are just kind of pits, which I guess act as teleporters. But only for them, not for you. If you fall in there, you die. Maybe it just leads to like a factory of these little green guys or something. And you just don't fit in well enough. I mean, look at that. We're kind of like... Jeez, I don't know. Some sort of storybook character. Oh, here we go. That's what I was thinking of. We look like the character from Where the Wild Things Are. Just in that little fox costume all day long. Yet the green people don't really take a liking to us, unfortunately. If only we could get along. The things we could achieve. We could fall down pits together. Streamline these pits. It would change the world for better. But alas, we must go to war constantly all day, day. And here we are today. I wonder what these guys did wrong. I mean, really. How did they mess up so bad where you just have to commit genocide? Was this really the only way? Were there no peaceful negotiations? I wonder if we even tried. Or we just assumed that it'd be easier to kill them all. I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It'd be kind of cool if you could unlock a tank as well. But nope. Doesn't seem that way. And now it's all downhill from here, clearly. I mean, look at this. We were doing great. It was like 40, 40, 20, 26, and now it's like 5, 6. Standby, failing. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Super Crate Box. It is available for free on Steam. And it's also available on iOS, should you be interested in just kind of playing this as you go. This has been Masamushia from Percolation Gaming, and I'll see you next time.